In the history of the C.S.U. Pueblo athletics program, no coach has had such sustained high levels of success as our next inductee. He was the head man for the school's new wrestling program in 1982, taking a ragtag group of wrestlers. I can attest to that, any of us that are around the campus. Taking a ragtag group of wrestlers and quickly turning them into champions 1 year later. It was incredible. By 1985, they were national runners-up. He recruited perhaps the finest wrestler in NAIA history in C.S.U. Pueblo Athletics Hall of Famer Chuck Piper, and simply created a wrestling dynasty at the university. From 1982 to 2001, the program produced an amazing 64 All-Americans, accounting for nearly half of all athletic All-Americans in the school's history, and a remarkable 11 national champions. His teams turned in 12 national top 10 finishes and 8 top 5 finishes over 19 seasons, as well as 7 Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference championships. His crowning achievement were the aforementioned 1985 squad and the 1991 teams, each of which finished second in the nation, still the second highest team finish of any athletic team in school history. Ladies and gentlemen, the man known simply as Coach Mo, class of 2011 inductee, as an outstanding coach, Doug Moses.
Ruski felt good.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the selection committee for making this a reality. And I want to congratulate all the other inductees tonight. When Coach Pueblo called me and notified me about this honor, I had mixed emotions. I was quite surprised. I was caught off guard. But I had a chance to reflect upon the years I spent here and collect my thoughts. And to be quite honest with you, it is bigger than me. It's about the athletes, the coaches, and the support groups that I had here at the university. My wrestlers bought into the program, success through hard work, bottom line. We put a lot of emphasis on the national tournament. That was the only tournament that meant anything during the whole course of the season, the national tournament. Now many of these young men are here tonight and I'm overwhelmed by their presence. They are now college graduates. They are family men, they have careers, and they are productive citizens in our society.
Surprise.
Now, I've asked a lot of these guys over the course of the years, and like I say, they work very hard to produce a program that Pueblo could be proud of, and that was well respected in the United States. Not the city, not the region, not the conference, but the United States of America. These guys work very hard to accomplish that. And also, it's bigger than me, it's the sport of wrestling. You know, this is what this country's built on. The factors that go into a wrestling match. The desire, the determination, the discipline. These are things that this country was built on. And like I say, I'm very proud of the guys that were here tonight. And as a matter of fact, I want all these guys that wrestled for me while I was here, please stand up. So for recognition. Like I say, this country, in my opinion, you know, just recently a sports manual was found in Egypt. It is considered to be the oldest sport manual known to man. It's over 2,000 years old. What do do you suppose that manual is about? Wrestling. Now I know people like the basketball and the football and all these things, but this is man's oldest and greatest sport. I know there's a lot of lessons learned in athletics, trust me, that are not learned in the classroom. But in my opinion, there's none better than wrestling. One-on-one, no place to hide. You blame it on yourself. You're out there and you're fighting for a championship. And in my opinion, there is no losers because these guys put it on the line day in and day out. So obviously, I've been in wrestling all my entire life. And as I say, America needs wrestling. Bottom line. Now, I started wrestling many years ago back in the state of Iowa. My father and my brother who are here tonight, or my brother's here tonight, they got me started in wrestling. And I've been in it ever since. So I'm speaking from, should I say, a biased opinion. But to me, there's no sport greater than the sport of wrestling. And I have to thank my family, my wife Betty for, matter of fact, yesterday, 38 years. My son, and my brother and his wife, Gene Moses and Jan Moses, they've supported me over the years. But the only regrets I have is that we did not win a national championship and we were not given the opportunity to continue to pursue that national championship. Because, in my opinion, we hosted 2 national tournaments, and the record speaks for itself. But I really feel that the wrestling program, during its time here, put this university on the map. And I might be, you know, you guys can tell me, Coach, you're crazy, you're an old man, you don't know what you're talking about. But this is my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. And it may not be worth much to some of you. But I know those guys that stood up will vouch for me.
Yes.
All I can say is I appreciate the honor. I'm very appreciative. I feel very fortunate to be a part of the Hall of Fame. And like I say, I cannot thank my wrestlers enough for putting it on the line for me when it counted. Thank you.